Create your world. Create your world.
I was at the Smart Hustle Small Business Conference Summit 2016.
With Ramon Ray as the host.
Funny, dynamic, and entertaining as well. His sponsors were YP.com, Infusionsoft, Microsoft, and a whole bunch of other sponsors. Featured speakers was John Connolly from WCBS Radio and also Peter Shankman.
Well, my name is Newson. I am a video marketing professional and a digital content creator. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some of the things that I've done. I've worked with everybody from People Magazine to St. Mary's Foundation for Children. I do video. I really like to get involved. And one thing I notice about when you do video, I'll tell you the biggest thing I see when people produce video is they produce it, and then they put it up on the website, or they put it up somewhere, and they just wait. One, two, those are hits. Three. What happens is, let me ask you a question. If you were to produce, say, 5,000 flyers, would you take those flyers that you spend all that time and energy and money on and put it on the desk and then go, okay, no one's taking them? You have to do it, you have to put together a strategy, right? You got to take them, put them somewhere so people can find them. So you have to figure out who are going to take those flyers. You have to put them places. Well, that's the same thing you have to do when you produce video. Whether you spend $5 on the video, or you spend $500 or $5,000 on the video, you have to figure out who is going to see this video, where can I put this video so it can be found. And then there's other things that you want to do as well to kind of get that video, put legs on that video, and get that video off and running, let it grow up, have a life, kids, a house, things like that. So I'm just going to jump right into it. It said using live video. I'm going to focus on using video to grow your brand. Okay, and I'm going to talk about the Magnificent Five. I got that title because you know all these movies are coming out. The Crazy Eight, Magnificent Six, Ridiculous something. So I want to talk about 5 videos. Now these 5 videos, there's a ton of videos you can do. You can do live video, you got Facebook Live, you got YouTube Live, you've got millions of types of videos, testimonial videos. I'm going to talk about 5. These 5 videos, when you string them together, can produce what's known as a sales funnel using video. How many of you guys here are familiar with the term sales funnel? Okay. So I'm going to show you how to take these 5 videos. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about each of these videos and what you need to do. Now, before you can go into these 5 videos, there's a few things that you have to do. You have to work on creating your story. So there's 3 steps we're going to talk about as we go into creating that story. And the first one, which is highly overlooked, is purpose and mission. Before you turn on the camera, before you take a step and decide what you want to do, you have to figure out who you are and what is the message that you want to share with people. We have a lot of great speakers up here today. They talk a lot about a lot of things. Purpose and mission, to me, are probably 2 of the most important things that you can discover. How many guys here know what their purpose is? Okay, so do you have a purpose for your business or do you have a purpose for yourself as an entrepreneur, which you are a brand as well? So you should have 2 purposes. One is for yourself, and then the other one is for your business. And they should work hand in hand with each other. So that way people don't have to necessarily get behind your purpose and your vision, but your purpose and vision aligns with the vision of your company, and then that's the purpose that they get behind, so they understand why they go to work every day. And the purpose, of course, is your why, and then your mission, of course, is how you do it, who you serve, and what you do. So once you do that, next thing you're going to do is you're going to identify your persona. Your persona is who are you trying to talk to. Once you determine how to get these things in order, you get these things going, it makes it easier for you to determine what type of content that you should be producing when you're doing your videos. So when I talk about persona, I'm really talking about advanced demographics. So demographics is, of course, someone between the ages of 25 and 45, female, $75,000 or more a year in income. But when you talk about defining a persona, it could be someone like, you give him a name. His name is Ramon Ray. Okay? What about Ramon Ray? Well, I'm not sure how old he is, but I say Ramon Ray is 28. 28 years old, Ramon Ray. He's got a wife, he's got 2 kids, they're in college, or I don't know, maybe they are. He owns one business, he's sold a couple of businesses. He's looking at the future, he's looking at building up some type of stockpile with this magazine he's got called Smart Hustle. So, and then when you start to think about the content you want to produce that focuses on Ramon Ray, then you have a better opportunity to determine would Ramon Ray like this type of content, if he's the type of person that you'd like to present content to. Now, it's okay to also have more than one persona. I would say you should have anywhere from 2 to possibly 5 personas. So when you're creating content, you can create content for each one of those personas. And the more precise you are about who that person is, the easier it's going to be to create content for that person that's going to be relevant and effective. And then the third thing is some type of strong call to action. I see tons and tons of videos online, and there's no call to action on the end of the video. Now, call to action can be very complex. Go and download my book, sign up for this webinar, or it could just be as simple as leave a comment at the end of this at the end of this video to give me your input on what you thought about the video. Something that simple, or subscribe to my channel if it's on YouTube. So anything that gets them to make some type of decision and act on it. So if you got those 3 things together, we can now talk about the Magnificent 5. These 5 videos that you want to look at producing for your sales funnel. So the first one we want to look at is your welcome video. Your welcome video can go in a number of places. You only have to produce this video once. You may produce this video once a year or once every 6 months. The video should be anywhere between 2 and 5 minutes long. This video talks about your purpose. It talks about your mission. It talks about who you help, how you help them, and then some type of call to action that tells them what to do next. Okay, so 2 places you can put this video. One, if you're on YouTube, this becomes your trailer video, because you can upload a trailer that kind of, for anyone who's not subscribed to your channel for the first time, will be able to watch this video. If they've subscribed to your channel, they won't see this video as the first video. So it's really meant to really give people an idea of who you are. So at that point, they can determine, is this the type of person that I want to learn more from, understand more, see who can help me. I'll give you an example. I did a welcome video finally because they always say the cobbler has the worst shoes. So I actually did one of myself, and I have a client here who saw that video. I posted that video, and within an hour of posting that video on Facebook, I put it on YouTube, shared it on Facebook. Within an hour, we've been friends for 20 years. He's never given me a dime. Still love him. We've done a lot of work together, so it wasn't like a situation where he was supposed to give me money. But he saw the video. Within a half an hour, we started a dialogue. And he would not have been someone I would have called up and said, hey, I got this product. I'd like you to look at it and buy it. Within 2 hours, he purchased a product from me, and I actually share the amount of the product. It was a $1,000 product. So the return on investment of that video paid for it within a half an hour. We posted it on YouTube and put it on Facebook. So the power of video can be very strong because it wasn't necessarily about the product. I didn't talk about the product that I was selling. I talked about my purpose. My purpose is to help people, help entrepreneurs and small business owners share their message and their voice with the world. Through that, I can talk about many things, not necessarily related to my products and services, but tied back to my products and services. So it gives you more ammo. It gives you more things. You can talk about inspiration. You can talk about that sandwich you had today and how it made you feel. It has nothing to do with business, but then you can tie it back around and go, and that's why I have the energy, and I'm going to go out, and I'm going to blow it out. I'm going to knock it out. I'm going to do my thing. Because I have energy because of this peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You know. Oh, and by the way, subscribe to my channel. You know. So that's your welcome video. 2 to 5 minutes. The second video is what I call the traffic generation video. This is a video that you would do over and over and over and over again. The traffic generating video is a tricky video. This is the video where I call this is what I call your viral video, if I can use that word. Meaning that this is the video that people will find somewhere out in the interwebs, where they'll find that video, and that video would take them to your hub, whatever that may be. It may be YouTube, it may be your website. And I'm going to go a little bit deeper into this, depending on how much time I got. But the traffic generating video does one thing. It helps people. It doesn't sell them. One purpose, one solution, call to action. So let me ask you a question. How many of you guys here know what myofascial release is? All right, show of hands. All right, I'm impressed. So everyone else, if I were to show you a video and I titled it myofascial release, would you be interested in watching it? Probably not. But I determined, when I was speaking to the client, I said, what does myofascial release help you do? What is the benefit of getting one? What is the result? And then I found out through keywords and search terms that the number one thing that it helps with is headaches. How many of you guys know what a headache is? How many of you guys have had one? How many of you have one right now? So, when we figured out that's what myofascial release is, I go, get that word out of there. Get headache in here. Come on, headache. Let's go. I want to talk to you. Your name is Headache. Hey, Headache. Hi. You want to get more exposure? You want to get lost? Like, get rid of it? You don't want to have headache anymore? No, I don't know. No, anyway. I'm going down a rabbit hole. That's what happens sometimes. So, when we figured out that headache gets, I don't know, probably 500,000 searches a month, and myofascial release gets 2,000 searches a month, which is the one we should go with. So that's what we titled. So we go, want to get rid of your headache? Or do you have a headache? Because what you want to do is you want to put these videos in the terms of what people are going to search for. How do I get rid of this damn headache? You know, that's what people are searching for. So that's what we titled the video, which allows them to understand and now be exposed to myofascial release as a solution to the problem. So this is what you're going to do. So now you look at everything that you do, and now you're going to say, what else can I create videos around that have, whether, I don't know if it's complex terms or very simple terms, but it's not about the terms, it's about the solution. What does it help you do? And that's so, and I'll
I thank you, universe, for all the goodness you're bringing my way. I receive it, I accept it, and I thank you for it, and so it is.
You want to convert them. You want to get their email address so now you can continue that conversation with them down the line, because they may be ready to buy right now, or they may be ready to buy in a month, they may be ready to buy in a year or 2 years. So you have to set up situations where you can catch them where they're at and then give them an opportunity to take the next step. So you're going to do a lead generation video, which should be a minute, and that lead generation video is very simple. They go to the page, as you told them to download the thing, they go to the video, they go to the page and it says, "Hi, my name is Jimmy Newson. I want to thank you for visiting this page. I know that you have this problem, so this tool that I'm going to give you will help you solve that problem. So the next thing I want you to do is enter your name and email address into that box right here on the right side of me, and I will send that out to you immediately. Thank you." That's it. Thank you page has another video on it. What does that video do? That video thanks them for giving you their email address, just reconfirms what they got when they got it. So it'll go, "Thanks again for putting your email address in and getting this free resource that I'm giving you." Next thing you should follow with is another call to action. The next one may be, share this video on social media so you can supply buttons on the page and whatnot. Or it may be, sign up for this free webinar so I can give you everything you need to complete this free document I gave you. Maybe it's a fillable document and they may not necessarily be able to complete the whole thing or complete it properly. So now you may tell them, sign up for my free webinar, so you take it the next step. Or you can take it a step further and actually try to go for a sale. Why not? But what you're not going to do, you're not going to go for $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 sale. You might go for what we call a tripwire. That's what Brian Dice calls it. And a tripwire is an offer that's very low, but has high perceived value. So what's a tripwire? A tripwire for me could be, I will write 2 scripts for your next video campaign for $20. How many of you guys would take me up on that? Now, the key in offering that type of thing is that has to be something you can turn around really quick, and it doesn't cost you an arm and a leg to do. I'm not going to say I would produce 2 videos for you, because then I have to get my team involved, and there's no money to save. But for that, I can turn around 2 scripts with my eyes closed for $20. Because the next thing you want to think about is, once someone spends money with you once, what will they probably do? Spend money with you again. So these are things that you can do, and this is part of this whole sales process. So that video should be 45 seconds. Just to the point. Thank you. This is what you got. It'll be in your email in a minute. Take this next step. So don't immediately, if you can, don't immediately deliver that tool to them. Tell them it'll be in their toolbox in 15 minutes. While you wait, take this step. Because you got nothing else to do right now. And the key is, you've got their focus. If there's any other time, if there's a better time to get them to step up and do something, it's right then, because you got them. You've already built up this energy. You've already built up all this. They're like, I need something from you. Final video is, of course, the sales video. Because at some point, they may see it then, or they may see it at some other point. My sales video for one of my products is 20 minutes long. So some people go, oh, you can't make a video that's 20 minutes long. It's too long. People have short attention spans. The key is, each video has a purpose. If it's a traffic generating video, then it should be 2 minutes. If it's a sales or promotional video, it should be 30 seconds to a minute. If it's a sales video, has anybody seen what's called a long form sales copy? You get on the page and you go and you're reading, and you're reading, and you're reading, and you're going, who the hell wrote this? You know, that's there for a reason. The reason is, only a few people make it all the way to the bottom of the page. Everybody else is gone like after word 3. But the people who go all the way down to the bottom, guess what? They're hooked. They're hooked. They're like, okay, you know, all right, the price is good. And they might read it 2 or 3 times. I know I do. But I only do it for things that I'm looking for. When I have a problem, I need a solution, and I think that's the step. I analyze it. I go through it, and I look at it, and I'm like, this is what I need. And once I'm sure of that, then I'm going, boom, purchase. I'm good with that. Because at that point, I want as much information as possible to help me make a logical decision. So that's why my sales video is 20 minutes long, because I'm thinking at that time that if you're on this video in my sales funnel, you're hooked. You know, so there's a number of ways you can set it up, but it's all about creating the top of the funnel, the middle of the funnel, and the bottom of the funnel. Let's see what time it is. Okay. 2 seconds? I can't do nothing in 2 seconds, man. Lord, strategy. 2 seconds. All right. 3 seconds. All right, here we go. 3 seconds. Let's talk a little bit about strategy. I'm going to go really fast on this one. Platform. Choose your platform. It's going to be YouTube. Is it going to be Vimeo? Is it going to be Wistia? Determine what that is. I use all 3 because all 3 have a different meaning. YouTube is not a video platform. YouTube is a social media platform with a built-in list of 1 million billion people. So you can immediately tap into that and start getting that traffic onto your site, and then you have videos that are gated, and you may have those on YouTube, you may have those on Vimeo or on Wistia, and then you can use things to actually continue to capture that information. Okay, the next thing is analyze. Look at your data. Look at your numbers. As far as video is concerned, YouTube is a little anemic on collecting data, but if you use other platforms like Wistia, you can really see who's watching the video, how long they're watching the video, where the drop-off is, so you can make adjustments to those videos.